Alright, this is Child of Light, and a really wonderful game. I really enjoy it. It's made by Ubisoft, and really fantastic game. It was free download on Xbox One not too long ago, and basically you're this little fairy princess. Now this is further along in the game. I am an adult now. But the game is amazing. Everything's done in watercolors. It's drawn on paper and then they paint it. It's got such an amazing look. As you can see, you can fly around, you can walk. Really great game. It's mixing a whole bunch of different games together. It's like a traditional side scroller mixed in with like an adventure story. As you can see, I can get wounded from these thorns. And then it's got this little pixie fairy wispy thing that is sort of your friend that helps you, like you can gather little orbs with it for energy. There's treasure chests all over the place in this game. But what I think is pretty cool, it's sort of like if you ever played Pokemon where you take turns and they have the casting bar at the bottom. So as you can see, I just got hit. And I'm further along in the game, so I have a little group of adventurers. Of course, the main character is the princess, and then I got this little dwarf wizard guy. So I'm going to cast a fire spell. And how this works is you just take turns figuring out what to cast on, each of the minions that you're fighting. Throughout the game, you'll figure out what abilities are good against certain characters and so on and so forth, and how to intermix and intertwine your combat. So like I can put her on defense. As you can see, the other winged character is going to be coming up soon, but I'll put her on defense just to show you. And here comes my caster, so why not, I'll put him on defense too. And you can protect yourself, and then I can just fight him traditionally with my little sword swipe, and I won. All the characters have different abilities. Some have casting, some have healing, some have buffs. Ubisoft is really good at just hiding stuff. Oh look, here's a little chest I've never found. You pick up all these all kinds of little diamonds, little sapphires and stuff. They help you basically you can create stronger diamonds and stronger sapphires, and there's so many different varieties that you can make, but it helps you with making your weapon stronger, your casting stronger, everything. So here I'm going to use a spell. I'll use it on him. Let's see, let's go with water. And it just takes a while to figure out, what works. Your little wisp helps you gather energy over here. As you can see, it goes to your mana bar at the top of your health bar. If you're really in trouble, you can use them to heal just by putting it over your character, and left trigger heals them. You can also sort of pause. See how it hesitates the spider a little bit there, and he sort of gets blinded. You can stop them from attacking you for X amount of time. Boom. And brilliant game. It's really great. You can only have a maximum of 3 characters there, but and the 3 fight you as well. But oh, here's a little thing I found earlier, and I'm just trying to show you what the game really looks like and just get a feel of the gameplay. And there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, there's puzzles you have to figure out. Ubisoft, as I said earlier, is insanely good at hiding stuff, so you have to really look around. This is truly pretty much an open world when it comes to the side scroller. Ooh, just found something new. And it's got this just really great little story. I don't want to tell you about it. I don't want to blow it for you in case you're gonna go get the game and play it. But and it's got it's got a dark vibe to it. I mean, even though you are a princess and everything, it's mixing a whole variety of different old fairy tales intermixed in the story, a little bit of Disney. I don't want to give it away. It's just really, really brilliant. For me, what initially got me to play the game was the look. I just was very fascinated by the look, and just clever. Like you can see here, they do a nice transparency on the tree. There's a lot of good, nice ambience going on. The music gets you really, you know, in the mood to play and be in this environment. It's sort of soothing in a way, I guess you could say. I'm not using the map to fast transport around. You can. I'm just, you know, flying around. I like. It's actually one of the best features of the game is this flying feature, because you can pretty much go anywhere. You can also go in some buildings. Some are locked, like that one. I'm not sure if eventually you get them all unlocked. I'm hoping you do. And here's just, you know, an interaction area. Find some treasure. You can talk to the gentleman. But super fun, and there's some really difficult areas later on in the game that you have to. That's why I'm running around right now. Actually, is trying to buff myself or make my stats a little bit stronger than they are. Just because I know I'm gonna have to fight some really bad characters later, some strong minions. Let me show you the character sheet. If you go here, you can go to your party. That's your main character, and then these are some you pick up on the way, and you can see their level and their different abilities that you can do different things on. And then you can go to your diamonds and all your gems and everything, and you can craft them right here. I'll get into that later, and then your skills, and this is your skill table. And in the beginning, you start down at the bottom over here somewhere, and as you progress, you get points, and you get to decide which tree you want to follow to make your defense stronger, your spell stronger, whatever you're into. And of course, it's going to be different for each character, and it's going to make your character behave differently and help you along the way. Here's your inventory, elixirs, potions, all kinds of stuff. Here's the map. I've been pretty much not everywhere, but almost everywhere, so I can, you know, just go wherever I want to go. If I want to go there, let's just go over there. This is over by the sea, and yeah, it's just really a great game. As you can see, there we go. It's raining. They're not messing around. They're making it really believable and really convincing. And then you get affected by wind. And that's not just for a look thing. There's certain areas where you want to try to get a chest, or you actually have to go that way in the story or whatever, and the wind is blocking you. So you have to think of a clever way of maneuvering. You can also fight it. I mean, you push the A button, and it sort of gives you an extra little boost when you're in the wind, but sometimes it's really too strong. So you gotta watch what you're doing. And then there's these guys. I mean, you don't have to fight everybody. If a guy's blocking you, and like let's say there's a cave behind him or something, all you gotta do is put your wisp on him, and it pauses him like that, so I can go right through him. And here's the brilliance, like these little, see that little hidden cave. And that's pretty obvious because it's got a glow on it. But there's they do that throughout the entire game. So without the glow sometimes, so you have to really just, you know, look around and you know, north, south, east, west. I mean, every direction. You can't mess around. Some things will fire upon you. You know, don't think he's gonna just avoid you just because you avoided him. The AI is pretty good, and it's great. I mean, they just really did a great job. There's a lot of like statuettes and big stone ruins and ruin stones and stuff like that are just an aesthetic thing, but pretty cool, And here you can see another secret passage. I probably already got there's a little treasure chest that I got that really helps. I pretty much trying right now to gather all of it, all the treasure, all the special gems and stuff that you can find, and you can figure out once you get, you know, enough of them, you can go here, you can craft them. So when you craft them, excuse me, you go here and you can, let's say, put 3 of the blue ones together, sapphires. There we go. And it made a stronger one, a tumbler. And then what you can do is you can choose a tumbler. And then it makes that one. Now you're asked, why? Why am I doing this? The reason is this. This is my primary weapon. So depending on which of these, gems that I made or I choose, like some I have from drops and some I created, like this one. It gives you, buffs and, melee damage, attack, all kinds of different things. So you just have to read it and figure out, which ones are going to help you out in combat, in defense, and so on and so forth. It's really great, and you can pretty much customize it and play around. Like some gems won't work, so you have to like really figure out which combinations might work, and then of course just keep upgrading as much as you can to try to get the better buffs, which are essential, because you'll see like right there, this guy's pretty nasty. I'll just show you. Fight him. And this kind of thing you have to really pretty much think. We might die here anyways, but that's okay. So what I'm gonna do is, see here, so it's my turn. That's how this works. So you can see the little yellow circle at the bottom, that's me. So I'm gonna cast, see, so I can choose all 3, so I'm gonna cast on all 3 of those. Then comes my little dwarf guy. So what I'm gonna do with him, instead of playing with him, I'm gonna switch him out. I'm going to bring one of my other characters in. Let's see. I'll bring Rubella in. Now Rubella, you get to figure out, which of your characters has certain spells and certain things. The reason I chose him is he's got great protection spells. So I'm going to cast a protection spell on the girl. And you can intermix and intertwine your characters, so depending on who you're fighting, they all have different abilities and will help you out in combat, but you have to be clever on how you go about it. You can't just, it's not just, just put the guy there and just start hacking away at the bad guys. Like right now I'm going to put a shield on her, because you can see it's their turn, so they're going to be attacking you. Now Bella's not the greatest in combat, so what I'm going to do is bring in my big monster guy. This guy's great. There we go. Oh yeah, look at him. He's a baddie. So he's pretty strong. So I'm just going to go with the straight on, just claw attack on that guy. And again, you have to really figure out what works on who. When they're slouched over like that, that means they're low on energy and life, and there we go, poof, they're dead. Yeah, the horses are pretty nasty. See, now she got hurt, so I'm gonna heal her. Put the little your wisp on her, and it will heal. It takes my little wispy power, as you can see from the bar on the left. It does heal her, which is nice. The horse, you can see right now, it's got this yellow arrow thing going up. That means he's moving fast on this part of the bottom. This one's just regular. So he might get more than one turn before you go once, he might go twice. So we can do a lot of things. You can slow him down, or just keep hacking away at him. I'm just gonna hack away at him and cast a spell. Let's go with Light Ray. And the reason I'm casting on the fast horse is because he's gonna hurt us much quicker than the other one. And we do have casters. I do have some characters that have some spells so now you see the horse at the bottom is going to have his turn soon, the fast horse. So I'm going to put a shield up. I like playing with Aurora because she's the main character, and she's pretty badass, man. She's pretty strong, and this guy is amazing. He's really your tank in the game, but you got to like, again, you really got to intermix your characters. This isn't really like a super bad fight, but I'm just showing you, like, he can, as you can see, I just did an armor buff. Now, of course, with her, you can see her mana at the top is 48 out of 54. hit points are at the top, the green bar. His is over here. If you have it, use it. I mean, you know, but I'm not really paying attention to like what the horses are, the ghost horses are strong against. Light's pretty good, and then it sort of gives you hints there. Sometimes it's countering magic attack. It will say vulnerable to lightning or whatever. This guy's got a it's like an earthquake attack, so pretty cool. I'm gonna choose this horse since he's going faster. Now, of course, with spells and casting, you have to think about the length of time you cast. So sometimes your character will be slow in casting, and so look, she's a little bit wounded, so I'm gonna give her some help here. Now, if your energy bar in your little blue wispy goes too low, just go on these little plants. See? It gives you a little mana back, little hit points back, and there you go. And I can keep healing her. Now it's my turn, so I don't have to do anything. I just sit here and heal her, you know. And there we go. Now my bar's empty on the little wispy guy, so before I take my turn, I'm gonna go get some more just for backup. And now let's go with, see, so this says cast time very long. It's gonna go, she's gonna slash both horses. But I gotta look on the bar, see where I'm at. So the other horses are probably gonna go before me because I'm gonna take a long time to cast. So I'm gonna go with a quick, just a quick slash. See, her cast time went quick. Him, I'm probably gonna do the same because the horses are about to take their turn. They might beat me to the punch. Now, if you interrupt them, which is wonderful, that's really awesome, you can see they get delayed and they go back to the beginning of the bar, the cast bar. So it takes a little bit to figure this out, and it's not so, I mean, this is easier because this is not such a hard level, but as you get later on in the game, you can, he's taunting, look at that. Pretty cool. The animations are, I think, really clever and pretty fun. But you have to just figure out the combinations, because later on it gets really crazy. You might die on some of these characters, so you do have potions and spells to revive, depending on how you leveled your character, of course. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. The hardest part about this is figuring out the combinations, really, and figuring out what works against what. Like, as you can see there, the horse didn't really like lightning, and I have a caster that has lightning spells. So let's see if I can get him in before this horse dies, and leave her in the game. And okay, cool. So the caster is my little dwarf guy, and you got all these are characters I have. Let's get this guy in. So he's got lightning, right? He's got fire, water, and lightning. There we go. So let's see how that works. Now if he hit me, so he interrupted my casting, so I'm pushed back on the bar again. So I gotta wait a little bit before I kill him. Let's see if we can get it this time. And you can also, like, freeze the character, so he can't interrupt you. Okay, horses don't like lightning. Mental note. So there you go. See, you leveled up. Alright, and you get to choose your skill pool, and different people in your party, of course, leveled. So you get, ooh, nice. More loot, the better. So you can go here, and it tells you who, of course, leveled up. And this is, ooh, I don't know what I want to do here. Oh, I'm going up here. So this is a defense upgrade, which is awesome, because he casts a spell to help not only his own, but other characters on their defensive bubbles. And, oh, I've been waiting. Okay, so some upgrades cost 2 points, you see at the bottom. And this is his melee attack, which it's not the greatest at level 1, so I've been trying to upgrade that for a while, and I'm going to wait. Here's my bow and arrow guy. And this is Tumbo. I can't remember the character's name. It's Trixix. I can't remember. Anyways, let's get back in the game. And great ambient animations. I don't know if you saw that little fish earlier. It's right over. No, there it is. Is it right there still? Let's see. The fog is fantastic. It just. Oh, there it is. See? Gives you some really just. I just really love this game. It's really fun. Now, some people might not like it. If you're a guy, and you're like, "Oh God, I'm playing a girl." I just like the whole concept of it. The story is wonderful. The look is ridiculous. I mean, it's really great, and it's really strategic. I mean, you got to really figure out. Like, here's a puzzle. I'm not gonna get into it. You have to figure that out on your own. But here, look, another environment underwater. This is spectacular. I mean, right here, the water pushing you down. There's stuff like this, which is just part of the mechanics of the game. If you hold the little wisp on there, you have that click. It's like a timer. Then you go in the door, and here you go, secret passageway. Right? To get back out, you gotta do the same thing, but it's sort of off screen, so it's a little tricky to figure that out. There's my little cheat for today for you guys. But yeah, and you just wander around the map. Oh, these guys can pretty nasty. They can shoot you, so you can't just avoid them. Again, you can just put your wisp over him and pause him, so he won't bother you if you don't want to be bothered by him. I can go back to where I was, which is easy. Just go in the little portals and all that, or go on the map. What's great, I mean, so many great things about this game. I really like that you can port around after you sort of open up the areas, and it allows you to go backwards even to the beginning of the game if you missed some treasure or you missed whatever. That's really brilliant. It doesn't limit you. Also, if you want to go, like you never attacked this werewolf and this little flying creature, whatever it is, you can go back and do it. And just improve your stats, get more loot, get better gems, and so on and so forth. Also, of course, all the achievements. That's a big thing in this game, is to find all the achievements. It's quite complicated. There's quite a bit. So some are really hard to find. I know I haven't found all of them. And a lot of it has to do with these hidden stuff that Ubisoft does. As you can see here, just an example. It does it like a mood kind of vibe here with the. It's brilliant. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant with the lighting. I mean, and a lot of foreground elements, background elements. Really amazing. I just really dig it. But the reason they do it also is because they hide stuff. So see, like there, I was on this tree, and you could. What it does is, see, allows me to run. So here you would think it's the bottom of the screen, which it's not. So you pull down and then hit A, and look, boom, I'm down here. So now there's another area, and you're like, okay, maybe there's some more. So you just gotta like wander around, and so they play a really clever little intermix of like the graphics with puzzles. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff everywhere. I don't want to spoil it for you, so you can get in there, but it's really great. I don't know how big it is from the game is after the point where I am, which I'm in that underwater sea area. I haven't proceeded forward. Ooh, look at that. Yes. All right, rock and roll. Look at that. Beautiful. Wonderful achievement. And that's another thing. You have to sign up for the Uplay thing. You don't have to. Uplay is an app through Ubisoft. The reason is it allows you to use certain achievements and certain points that you get during the game to get specific. You can sort of buy, not for real money, but for game money, you can buy little things that improve your gameplay, and little special deals, and just sort of like little gifts and stuff that you can check out, as well as things that you want to figure out that aren't in the game. It's pretty cool. Let's go this way to the Tree of Thorns. Anywho, yeah, and they did. I did a lot of research on the game before it came out because I was really intrigued by the look of it, and everything's done on paper. It's really great. The backgrounds are painted, watercolor, as I said earlier. The animations are done on paper again, but they also do them 3D, and as you can see, it's got this great, you know, painterly look. It's just ridiculous. It's really, really pretty game. And again, they're using, it's Ubisoft, so they're using a little bit of the technology that they, you know, went nuts in Rayman Legends, which is just another great game that I might broadcast eventually because I have that game as well, and a little bit of it in this. You know, not too much with the mechanics, but more of like really hiding stuff and you having to you know, maneuver around her. You can see I'm climbing this giant tree and getting hit by thorns, but and you can heal yourself. You can just go here and, you know, take a break for a second and do your thing. I love that she floats. I mean, that's really great. And wander around. The reason I started here in the game is that allow you to see a lot and get you into it without revealing, you know, too much. As you can see, it's a crazy world. I mean, it's really big, and you know, you can go so many different environments, and I was really fascinated when I got it because I was just like, wow, what a great game. And if you just chill out in a nice chair, like I'm sitting on the couch right now, and you know, have the music going on and just chill, have a cup of coffee. It's a great game. I mean, it's really fun. It's not, you know, no shoot 'em up kind of thing. I think Pokemon fans might like it because of the combat system. But I like it. I mean, I love Pokemon, but I've never really played the game. Learned a little bit from my wife because she plays it. So Pokemon, I mean. So understanding how the system works, but just a really great game, man. It's really fun, and you know, I'm not sure if they have any plans to develop more with this character or more with this kind of style, which I'm just totally into. I know the side-scroller adventure puzzle kind of thing's a little bit being reinvented right now in a way. I know there's a bunch of different games out there that are brilliant side-scrollers that are different vibe than the traditional side-scrollers that we probably played when we were kids. But this is genius. As you can see, the multi-planing. Oh, as I say now, I'm an old animator, but parallaxing. It's really well done. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff going on there. You can really give you a sense of the environment, the elements in the foreground being semi-transparent. Just brilliant to me. And don't let them fool you. I mean, just for looks, there are some areas where you do interact. Oh, looky, somebody wants to talk to me. And then you have these small conversations. They're sort of cool. I mean, helps you along the way of understanding the story and everything. The animations aren't the best. I mean, they're just really simple, cut out kind of animations, but awesome. So, yeah, guys, I really dig this game, and you know, it's cool. Like if you're bored with, you know, her, you know, I mean, you have to play her in the main game, right? But when you get into combat, I can just say, okay, you're gonna go on the bench, and decide to play with whoever in combat only. You know, in the main game, I have to have her. Let me show you some nasty stuff. Let's see if we can go find some of the nasty stuff that you know, let's see. I think it's the C, if I remember right. I think it's down here. Because it does get pretty dark, and you do fight, like, you could call them bosses. And this is one. This was awesome. I really had a good time here. It took me a while to get through this. This is like a castle, and this is really takes you a while. Because there's a lot of doors and these dungeons, and you get sort of lost in here, and you see how it is, like, quite dark. and it's a different vibe. You know, it's not all like you're outdoors and trees and stuff like that. I mean, as you can see. So you gotta like, I love that, the dark silhouetted look of that night there with the, I'll fight him, what the heck. Now this isn't probably gonna be too hard because we're higher in level than these guys, but when I came here originally, this was not fun. Let's do Monsoon. It's a water spell. Now her, I'm gonna take her out of the party just to show you one of the other guys. Let's go with, I love Robert. Robert's awesome. Look at him, he's so cute. And he's got a great spell, which is this one, Rain Arrows. It's awesome because it's for all the baddies, and it's pretty good. Watch, you can see when. Ooh, okay, they didn't go for Robert, which is awesome. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that, triple arrows. That's just brilliant. So this guy, I'm gonna take him out since you guys already saw him. What'd you get? Aurora, yeah, you got the big guy. Let's go with him. So he's like the other character, the Jester, but has different abilities. This one I'm gonna do, he puts like a shield basically. I'm gonna put it on Robert. There's a different kind of shield because some can stop casting and interruption, so you don't get thrown back. Ooh, rain arrows. Let's go with that one. There we go. So he's going to be protected from being interrupted, which is awesome. And let's see. Oh, and as you can see, Robert's got some. He's a little nimble. Oh, wow. They didn't like that at all. So, you know, you just do your homework and see, like, okay, you know they don't like arrows. And he's got other things. He can heal himself and heal others. And by the way, you don't have to only heal yourself. And if you're in a jam and you don't want to, like, you're like, oh my god, what am I going to do? You can go to potions. And you have healing tonic, all these different things you can do. He's not a caster, but let's say you want to cast something. So I can say, okay, one of those guys, let's increase. Actually, I'm going to increase our other little friend's attack speed. So now it's his turn. I'm going to put a shield on. Okay. So Robert gets the chance to cast, which hopefully he does. Ooh. Yeah, he does. He's not interrupted. So there we go. So see, I just cast it on him. Get his attack speed increase. Excuse me. So that's awesome. So now I'm going to go attack both of them. Tumble. Bam. There we go. Killed one of them. Alrighty. And now we're just going to go with a straight arrow. He's got a critical strike as well. So, oh, and there it is. Yeah, baby. Right on. Oh, see? That's even better. She went up, which is awesome. So you can go back here. And it brings you to the skill screen. Let's see where we're at with her. Ooh, that increases the mana. I see the defend at the both. Okay, I'm going with mana. The other two are both defend. So this is another area. Like this castle, there's a puzzle here. I'm not going to get into it. These doors. And this is a really big freaking area. It's crazy. So some rooms are like this, where it's just a single room. You come in, you open a chest, like this one was right here at the bottom, two of them actually, and then you leave. So pretty fun. I didn't want to spoil that for you, so I'm gonna leave that area. That's really fun place. And probably for my the last little area I'm gonna go to before I get off here. I don't want to show you too much of the game. Is this area. It's really wonderful. I like this area too. But again, I would really recommend getting this game if you can download it, or, you know, I don't think it's very expensive. I think it was $14 originally. I think it's also on Steam if you're into Steam as well, which is just great for games as well. I love Steam. But yeah, there's really a lot of stuff here, and you really pay attention, man. Don't just upgrade stuff randomly and just click and all that. Really pay attention. Look at that, another free. Oh, I love those little passageways. When you find them, it's so rewarding. You're like, yes, baby, right on. Ooh, okay, this is a bigger one. This is a bigger troll. So he's gonna have a few more hit points than regular guys. Some of the bigger characters, when they look big, they have more hit points. So it's gonna take you a little bit longer. Of course, we're further on in the game, so they're gonna die pretty quick right now. Like there, goodbye. But just remember that. Like if you're a lower level character and you come here, you gotta be careful. You know, and a good way to do it. Oh, fine pig. What is that? I haven't seen that. Look at that. Oh man. Wow. And this is made by Ubisoft, and it's done by their Montreal studios. So those French Canadians, I think, are having a good old time in this game. Wonderful, wonderful. J'aime beaucoup. Yes, and I speak a little French, by the way. Yeah, I would just really pay attention to your skill set when you're upgrading. Really understand what you're doing. Don't just randomly do it, because it's going to affect you later, and then you're going to be weak. You know, and you definitely don't want to be weak in this game. No way. You know, this area is pretty complicated. There is a lot of puzzling here to go forward. You can't just, like, you know, go left and right and all that jazz. You have to really figure out, you know, what you're gonna do. So anywho, I really love this game, and I think hopefully, oh, look at this. See, this is cool. This is another. So you just, you know, sort of guide your way through here. You go like that, go down a little. Oop, I'm getting pegged. And there we go. It's through the other side, which is just awesome. And then you go down, and so anyways, yeah, man. Oh, and then here's a little, just before I get off, that you can maneuver stuff, so don't forget that in the game. You see how that opens that door? There's a little bonus for you. So anyways, follow me, subscribe to me, like me, do whatever you like. But yeah, I just enjoy games, man, and this is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, just stay tuned, and I'll be uploading more and playing some more games. I might do the Rayman Legends soon, since I really like that one too. That one's a totally crazy, zany, I had a little bit too much Joe Cola kind of game. Anywho, alright guys, have a great day, and take it easy. Alright, now I gotta get off the broadcast, of course.